Welcome back to Sunrise. All of us here at West 2 News enter the 37th annual Share Your Christmas. And as we do so, we really are struck by the amount of need in this Central Florida community.
And 2 years ago, we saw some of the highest numbers of people looking for food assistance. That, of course, was during the pandemic.
Yeah, and we wanted to see just how this year compared to then. So our co-anchor Meredith McDonough returned to a food distribution once relied on by hundreds of Orange County families.
We always get wholesome food, everything from rice, beans, meat, produce is very important, dried milk, eggs, so anything to have a nutritious breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the families.
All the meals a struggling family could want are being unloaded from this Second Harvest Food Bank semi.
The number one thing that we have is everybody needs to be safe.
And waiting to deliver them are the volunteers from the Islamic Society of Central Florida. That was a Share Your Christmas story from 2 years ago. But here we are again at the Islamic Society of Central Florida, where the need hasn't really changed.
And we are very grateful that you're here to join us.
And Bassem Shaban is once again directing a food distribution that will help hundreds of families. Families like Robert Harps.
And live on Social Security, it comes in pretty handy as far as filling in the gaps and that. And
Robert, who is disabled, and his wife now live with their son's family. Robert comes to food distributions to fill up the fridge and help out a tight bottom line.
normally the amount should last anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks, depending on what you're cooking. Whether it's just household expenses, whether it's utilities, the payment in the house, whatever, it varies, but it takes some of the stress off of the budget line.
When our neighbors are hurting during this time of inflation and groceries are expensive, people's limited income is not covering their rent and their other expenses.
Imam Muhammad Musri is the president of the Islamic Society of Central Florida, and twice a month, once on the east side and once on the west side of Orange County, they partner with Second Harvest Food Bank to ease the stress on neighbors struggling with putting food on the table.
The least we could do as neighbors is to volunteer and come out and help distribute this food to those who need it.
At each food giveaway the mosque holds, they help upwards of 300 families from the surrounding community, roughly the same amount they were helping when we met them 2 years ago.
Coming out of the pandemic, we were hit with rentals going up, house prices going up, and many people, their jobs and their income didn't go up to keep up with the inflation.
People like this pair of ladies who have bonded over learning how to stretch the food they get at events like this.
Fresh produce, milk, meat, juices sometimes.
Vegetables.
A lot of that. I used to spend over $200 every 2 weeks, so this helps me.
Now I am grateful to all these people here for the food, the good food that they give us. God, it helps you a lot. Everything is so expensive, but getting this food is giving you a relief.
A relief the Islamic Society knows is only possible through Second Harvest Food Bank.
Without Second Harvest Food Bank, we couldn't do this.